fish. Where'd I let her go? There she goes. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Oregon Coast Fishing. It is March 6th. We just pulled up to the river. Had a pretty perfect week for steelhead fishing as far as it rained all week pretty heavily. Really gave us that chance for this last push. These fish going up the river, you know, a lot of them were just kind of holding, waiting for this last rain, and kind of worked out perfectly. You know, it rained all week, and then about Thursday it started to lighten up, and Friday lighten up, Saturday no rain, and today it's Sunday. So definitely gave the river enough time to kind of clear up. Still a little bit of color to it. You know, we've been fishing this low clear water lately, which has been tough, but we've been able to make some stuff happen. So we're gonna get down there. As usual, pink worm I'm gonna be fishing today. I've also got a drift set up, tied on for a soft bead, so we'll see how that goes. Usually I tie that up and break it off within a few casts, and I go with a lure or something that I'm not gonna snag and break off every time. But anyways, we're gonna get down to the river. Hopefully make some magic happen for you guys today. All right, well, we finally found a spot that looks good. I mean, I've been stopping and checking all up and down the river, and you know, you see something from the road and you're like, hey, that looks like a good spot, and you stop and you hike down there, and you get down there and it's like, you know, 2 feet of water and boulders and snags everywhere, which if you're drift fishing, great, you know, it's perfect water, but not when you're trying to float a worm. So a lot of traveling and not much fishing, but I seen this spot, and this is a brand new spot. I've never fished it before. That looks really good, so I said, let's give it a try. If I was a fish, this is where I'd be. Got the sliding float that I tied on after I broke off early and lost everything. And it's not really what you want to use in high water like this, because, you know, if you want to fish this thing at 6 feet deep, say, and you've got to cast it, that's a fish. Come on, take it. That's got to be a trout. Second time I've had that happen today, where you just kind of see your bobber just barely tapping, which honestly I've had that happen before and had it be steelhead, but I gave that one plenty of time to take it. I think if that was a steelhead, it definitely would have. That's getting annoying. Wind's starting to pick up. Anyways, hopefully next time I'm back on, I'll have a fish on. All right, guys, we are on. It was like 2 casts after I turned it off. Looks like a good steelhead. Man, it looked like trout the entire time, and it took a while for this thing to actually go down and take it. Nice little hen. Nothing real big. Might be a kelp. Try to get the position to land her here. Loosen that up in case she wants to make a run. Oh, she didn't like that. Just kind of playing her in this easier current here. And there we go. Try to keep her calm, take care of her. Because I'm gonna let her go if she'll just relax. Might be a little kilt. She looks a little spawned out. Easy fish, easy. All right. There's a hatchery, but I'm not keeping fish today. But we'll take her out, we'll get a little look at her. Calm down. If I can get a hold of her. Calm yourself down. All wrapped up. There she is. Not a bad little fish. We're gonna let her go. There she goes. I was just getting pissed off. And I'm like, man, these damn trout just keep hitting me and just a little tap, 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 tap all the way down. And so it's just driving me nuts. And, you know, what I thought was a trout, but I turned the GoPro off and I made like 2 more casts after that. And just all the way down, tap, 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 tap. I'm like, I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna wait until this thing really goes under and this fish has time to poop this thing out. And so it goes down all the way right here and it goes down. I even sat there for a second too, like, all right, this trout's gonna let it go. And I set the hook and I guess it was a steelhead. Which I've mentioned that before in my videos with these pink worms. A lot of times they will just short strike it, and you do gotta kind of wait for them to actually take it. And that time I got a little anxious and I thought it was trout the whole time and was just kind of pulling it away from it, and finally gave it time to eat it and got a steelhead. Definitely had to work for that one. She's tired. She's been in here for a bit. So nothing crazy with the fight. No good jumps, nothing like that. But mission accomplished. Another day of not getting skunked out here on the southern Oregon coast. I knew it when I seen the spot. This is what I was looking for. The more you fish, the more you realize that you just know exactly what you're looking for. And I mean, I've had days where I've hiked the entire river, you know, obviously fishing where I can, but never once feeling like, all right, this is the spot, this is what I've been looking for, and finally found it. You know, I'll kind of explain why I like this spot so much. So you can see, as you can see, there's a wide river. There's so much water in here right now, as I was talking about earlier, and right here it kind of narrows up. You've got this deep channel through here, maybe 6, 7, 8 feet, and a you know, slower walking pace run, or walking pace run. I don't mean like running, but you know, a good run. And that's kind of what I like to fish. You know, everything else I've been fishing today, so there's a spot right up there I fish, but I mean, you could see that that's just, there's no way that my bobber's going to go through that, you know, and get a good presentation. It's just way too fast and there's too much current. And lo and behold, we found a spot, we found a fish. So I'm going to keep fishing. I'm not going to be here for too much longer. I'm kind of at the end of where I'm allowed to fish on this river, so probably fish to a spot for a little bit more. We're still at the top. As I mentioned, we're going to work down and fish this bottom here too, so I don't know. We'll see. Well, guys, tough day. Got that one steelhead. You know, she had already spawned. Traveling back to the ocean just kind of confirms what, you know, everybody's thinking, that the season's kind of wrapping up here. Had a good season. You know, obviously didn't catch as much as I wanted. Good season though, you know, can't complain about 10 fish. And gonna start putting the steelhead gear away, getting out the summer bass gear, and you know, gonna be continuing making videos of some bass fishing, and like I said, some trout fishing, and then we'll move into salmon fishing at the end of summer, and that should be a good time. But drop a comment below, let me know what you want to see. Hope you guys enjoyed these videos, these steelheads. You know, I do my best to try to do tutorials of you know, how I do it. Really want to help those guys out that you know, didn't grow up steelhead fishing. I didn't grow up steelhead fishing. I had to ask around. I had to watch a lot of YouTube videos, and you know, a lot of times it's hard to get information, and so I'm doing my best to put it out there for those guys that want to get out and steelhead fish. I know a lot of people frown upon it, but you know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with showing you guys techniques and whatnot. You know, obviously, even me personally, I don't like to give out my spots or my rivers. You know, I don't mind taking buddies and friends, but you know, you put it on social media and you might never be able to fish that spot again. So hope you guys are enjoying this. Stick around, because we got some more fishing coming up, just different species.